imagine someone offers you this piece of land, right? Quiet Valley. And then just before you decide, they reveal the blueprints for this huge city they're going to build there. That's Beloa. Well, that's sort of where we are with a new AI technology today, poised to unlock, they say, a $400 billion opportunity.
Yeah, welcome back to Deep Dive. This is where we try to unpack these big, complex ideas for you. And today we are diving deep into Google's NotebookLM, specifically its video generation feature. It's powerful, but actually remarkably simple to use.
Exactly. We're going to look at what makes this tool genuinely different from other AI, how these new video capabilities actually function, and, maybe most importantly for you, 5 really concrete step-by-step ways you could start generating income with it, like right now. It's about moving from just watching this stuff happen to actually being part of it, to, earning.
Okay, so let's just set the stage here a bit. We're really in the early days of a massive technological shift. Think back to the internet or smartphones. This feels like it's on that scale. Experts are projecting this huge $400 billion opportunity in applied AI services. And this tool we're discussing, NotebookLM, it seems to be right at the heart of that potential.
Exactly. It really does feel that way. But before we jump into the money side, we really need to get a handle on what NotebookLM actually is, because it's not just another chatbot like ChatGPT or Gemini, and understanding that difference is absolutely key to seeing its real value. Right. Most of us have probably played around with those large language models, LLMs. They're trained on just this enormous amount of data from the public internet, which makes them incredibly knowledgeable about, well, almost anything. But that huge data set also leads to a pretty critical flaw: hallucination.
Yeah, hallucination. That's the AI term for when it just makes stuff up. It sounds confident and sounds plausible, but the information is actually wrong. Invented details.
And that's a massive problem if you need reliable information for, say, professional work.
Oh, absolutely. You can't build a business strategy or write an accurate report based on fabricated facts. The trust just isn't there.
So NotebookLM approaches this completely differently. It uses what's called a restricted knowledge base. Sometimes people call it grounded AI. And this is where it gets really interesting, because you become the source of truth.
How does that work exactly?
Well, instead of relying on the whole internet, you feed it specific, trusted documents. Think PDFs, Google Docs, notes you've taken, even transcripts from videos or meetings. The AI then operates only within those sources you provided.
Ah, okay. So it doesn't pull in random stuff from outside.
Nope. It's like you've given it its own private, curated library and locked the door to everything else.
And the really big deal here, the game changer, is that every single piece of information it generates, it's directly tied back to a specific passage in your documents. It actually provides citations right there in the output.
Exactly. Built-in citations. So you never have to guess if the AI just invented something. You know it's 100% faithful to the material you gave it.
Which is a huge leap in terms of reliability and accountability.
Makes it incredibly valuable for anyone needing precision. Researchers, legal teams, students, and as we're about to dig into, content creators like you. So the core difference is that total reliance on user-provided information, right? That's its superpower.
Yes, absolutely. It ensures accuracy by sticking strictly to only your specific sources. And NotebookLM, it already got some attention for doing something pretty neat before this video update. It could generate these podcast-style audio conversations directly from documents. Oh yeah, I remember that. Like, you could feed it a dense research paper.
Right. And it would spit out a 2-person discussion breaking down the key concepts. Made complex text way more accessible. That was already pretty powerful.
It really was. But this latest update, the video generation, takes it quite a bit further. Now, we should be clear. This isn't about creating, Hollywood-level movies with AI actors and complex scenes.
No. Its beauty is really in its elegant simplicity and how efficient it is.
So what does it actually create?
It makes these clean, professional-looking slide-style visuals. And crucially, they're perfectly synchronized with the AI-generated audio narration, which is also based on your document. Think of it like a really dynamic, intelligent presentation.
Okay, so like lecture slides almost.
Kinda, yeah,
Okay.
but smarter. As the AI audio discusses a concept from your text, a slide pops up with relevant text, maybe some bullet points or a key quote, all pulled directly again from your source material.
So it's like a podcast, but it comes with perfectly timed visual aids that reinforce the points.
Exactly. And these aren't just generic templates either. That's the cool part. Every slide, every bullet point is dynamically generated based on the specific content you fed it. So every video is unique and perfectly tailored to your information.
It sounds like the absolute fastest way to turn a block of text into a professional, shareable video.
It really is. Takes minutes.
Whoa.
Mm.
Just thinking about the scale of that. Imagine you have recordings from an entire conference, all the talks, the panels. You could turn that mountain of content into hundreds of these short, engaging videos, dynamically generated, all perfectly aligned with what was actually said. The potential for sharing knowledge there is immense. So it's really about turning text into these engaging, visually supported learning experiences faster.
Exactly. It makes complex information much easier to understand and share visually and at serious speed.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's connect this cool tech to actual practical income streams. Because these methods we're going to talk about, they solve real problems that businesses are already paying to fix.
Right. Moving from the what's to the how you can use it. Let's dive into method 1, daily research automation. This sounds like becoming sort of an indispensable automated intelligence source for a specific industry.
Precisely. Think about it. We're all drowning in information. Business leaders, investors, policymakers. They spend hours every single day just sifting through news, reports, articles.
Trying to find the signal in the noise.
Exactly. You can solve that pain point. Deliver concise, maybe 5-minute video briefing each day that cuts right through it. You're not just selling news, you're selling curated intelligence. You're selling back their time.
Okay, so how would you actually do that?
First, you pick a high-value niche. Something where timely information is critical, maybe AI regulation updates or specific crypto market movements or breakthroughs in biotech.
Something specific where people pay for insights.
Right. Then you automate the info gathering. You could use tools like Manus AI to scrape specific websites or set up really targeted Google alerts. That curated daily report becomes your source document for NotebookLM.
Got it. So you feed that report in.
Yep. With a prompt like, generate a 4-minute video script summarizing today's AI regulation news. Create visuals for the key updates using 2-3 essential bullet points per slide.
And then you deliver that video how?
Through a paid newsletter maybe, or a private online community. Look at successful models like Morning Brew or Stratechery. They charge recurring fees for valuable, concise intelligence.
So you could potentially charge, what, $29, maybe $99 a month for a daily video brief like this?
Easily, yeah. Depending on the niche and how much value you're providing.
Okay, interesting. What's next?
Method 2, ghost thought leadership. This is a really good one for busy executives, experts, consultants, people with tons of knowledge and unique insights, but absolutely zero time for personal branding stuff on LinkedIn or X.
Yeah. You see those profiles that are just kind of dormant.
Right. So this service basically mines their intellectual property. You take their past podcast interviews, maybe transcripts of talks they gave, articles they wrote, even internal meeting recordings if they have them. You upload all that into NotebookLM.
So NotebookLM becomes like their personal knowledge base, their second brain.
Exactly. Filled with their ideas, their unique perspectives, all organized and searchable. Then you use prompts to pull out sharp, insightful video clips from that material.
Give me an example prompt.
Okay, maybe something like, analyze the client's last 3 podcast transcripts. Identify 3 non-obvious insights about managing remote teams. Create a 90-second video script for each insight using simple slides that highlight the key phrases.
And these are short, shareable videos for social media.
Perfect for it. And here's the kicker for really personalizing it. You can use voice cloning services. 11 Labs is a popular one.
Whoa, voice cloning. How does that work?
You just need a short audio sample of the executive's voice.
Yeah.
The AI learns their voice profile, and then it can generate the audio for the video script in their exact voice.
So it sounds like they actually recorded it themselves.
It's uncanny, as this incredible layer of authenticity, and the executive didn't have to spend any time recording.
That sounds like a seriously premium service.
It is. Standard executive ghostwriting, just for text posts, can easily command retainers of $2,000 to $6,000 a month, sometimes more. Your video offering is arguably more valuable because video is so engaging.
Wow. Okay, so these first 2 methods, they're really about leveraging time-saving and deep personalization for potentially high-value clients. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. They save clients huge amounts of time and create highly personalized professional content with minimal client effort. Sponsor.
All right, let's get these methods coming. What's number 3? Method 3, evergreen brand education. This sounds like tackling repetition within companies.
That's exactly it. It's about transforming a company's repetitive internal and external explanations into a permanent library of on-demand videos.
The broken record content, you mean?
Yeah, every growing business has it. Sales teams explaining the same product features over and over. HR managers going through the company values with every single new hire. Customer support answering the same frequently asked questions day in, day out.
That sounds like a huge, often invisible drain on productivity. And consistency, too, probably.
Totally. So your service identifies these frequently repeated explanations. Think sales pitch components, employee onboarding modules, common FAQs, product how-to guides. You gather the source material for those, maybe handbooks, internal wikis, call scripts.
And you build a knowledge base for the company in NotebookLM using that stuff.
Right. Then you generate a library of short professional videos, each tackling one specific topic. So imagine, from the employee handbook, you create a crisp 5-minute video explaining the company's code of conduct. Clear slides for each main policy point, narrated clearly.
Or a quick video demo of a complex software feature that usually takes a support agent an hour to explain on a call.
Exactly. Now, think about the cost savings. Traditional corporate training videos can cost thousands, like $2,000 to $5,000, sometimes more, for a single video.
Wow.
And studies show that automating even just 1 hour of typical employee onboarding can save a company over $1,300 per employee in lost productivity time.
So you could package these, like the new hire onboarding video package, 5 key videos for, say, $3,000.
Absolutely. You're offering a clear ROI based on time saved and improved consistency. It's a strong value proposition.
Okay, makes sense. Method number 4.
Method 4, nonprofit story mining. This one's about helping nonprofits unlock the power hidden in their own archives, transforming dense reports and old documents into powerful, emotionally resonant stories.
Because donors connect with stories, not just statistics.
Precisely. Nonprofits often have a goldmine of incredible human stories buried in old annual reports, maybe board meeting minutes, grant applications, beneficiary testimonials. But they rarely have the time or, frankly, the tools to dig them out and package them effectively.
So you become their sort of digital archivist.
Kind of, yeah. You feed all that historical material reports, testimonials, old press clippings into NotebookLM. You essentially create an AI historian for them, a searchable, intelligent database of their impact.
And then you use it to find the stories.
Right. You prompt NotebookLM, maybe something like, scan all uploaded documents for personal anecdotes related to our youth mentorship program. Structure a 2-minute video script focusing on a story of transformation using powerful quotes from beneficiaries or staff. Create simple slides for the key quotes.
And these short, focused videos would be perfect for
fundraising emails, social media campaigns, grant applications, website impact sections, anywhere they need to connect emotionally.
What's the value comparison there?
Well, a dedicated nonprofit storytelling agency might charge upwards of $11,000 a year just to produce maybe 4 polished stories. With this AI-driven approach, you could potentially deliver a library of, say, 5 to 7 compelling video stories for maybe $3,000 to $5,000. And good storytelling can directly boost donor conversion rates, sometimes by as much as 300%.
Okay, so these 2 methods, 3 and 4, are really about creating scalable, consistent communication assets for organizations, businesses, and causes.
Yes, spot on. They turn time-consuming, repetitive tasks into valuable, consistent, and easily scalable video content.
All right, one more method to cover. Method 5, event knowledge mining. This sounds like making conference content live longer.
Exactly. Companies spend huge amounts of money on conferences, summits, big corporate events. They bring in amazing speakers, share cutting-edge insights.
And then a few weeks later, most of it's forgotten.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a huge pain point for event organizers. How do you extend the value, the ROI, beyond the few days of the event itself? You solve that by turning all that valuable event content into an on-demand knowledge library.
So how do you get the content?
You'd gather the transcripts, keynotes, panel discussions, breakout sessions. Often the event organizers have these from the AV recordings. You feed those potentially hundreds of pages into NotebookLM.
And let it process all that information.
Right. Then you prompt it to extract the key insights and themes. For example, analyze all 15 speaker transcripts from the Future of Finance conference. Identify the top 10 recurring themes and actionable insights discussed. Create a 3-minute summary video for each theme. Start each video with the most relevant speaker's name and a key quote, then elaborate with supporting points from the transcripts.
Ah, so you can create a whole menu of video assets from the event content.
Exactly. Individual session summaries, videos focused on specific recurring themes, maybe even a greatest hits compilation video. This provides massive long-term value for attendees who want to revisit the content, for sponsors looking to showcase their involvement, and for the organizers themselves as marketing material for next year's event.
And compared to traditional event videography.
Well, just getting basic highlight reels can cost $1,500 to $3,000. Full content packages capturing and editing multiple sessions run into the tens of thousands easily. Your AI-driven process means you could potentially deliver a comprehensive library of these focus summary videos within days of the event ending while the buzz is still high. That's a huge advantage.
Okay, 5 really distinct, valuable methods there. But how does someone listening actually go from hearing these ideas to, earning income? Is there a practical plan?
There is. The source lays out a pretty clear 5-step action plan. Step 1, choose your niche. And this is critical. Pick just one of these 5 methods to start. Whichever one genuinely interests you the most, or maybe aligns best with people you already know. Don't try to do everything at once. Focus.
Focus is key.
Okay.
Step 2.
Step 2, master your toolkit. Get hands-on. NotebookLM itself is free, so sign up and start playing with it immediately. Feed it some articles, generate some videos, see what kind of prompts work best. If you pick, say, the research automation method, maybe explore tools like Manus AI. If you're interested in the Ghost leadership angle, check out the free tier of 11 Labs for voice cloning. Just experiment.
Get comfortable with the tools.
I still wrestle with prompt drift myself sometimes, even after doing this for a while. That's when the AI's responses kind of subtly veer off track if your prompts aren't super clear over time. So really practicing, seeing the limitations, understanding what it does well, that's absolutely crucial. Understanding the tech deeply helps you solve a solution with real confidence.
Makes sense. That vulnerability helps, knowing even experienced folks are still learning.
Okay, step 3. Step 3, find your first pilot client. Don't wait until you feel like a total expert, because that day might never come. Leverage your existing network. Who do you know? A small business owner, someone at a nonprofit. Offer a small, very low-risk pilot project. Maybe even offer to create one free sample video from one of their existing blog posts or reports.
Lower the barrier to entry for them.
Exactly. It removes their risk, lets them see the magic firsthand, and gives you a real-world case study and valuable feedback.
Okay, pilot client secured. Step 4.
Step 4, price with confidence. This is important. Remember what you're selling. You're not selling a cheap AI trick that takes you 5 minutes. You're selling a solution to significant, often costly, problem-saving time, ensuring consistency, boosting professionalism, providing peace of mind, delivering measurable ROI. So anchor your price to the value you create for the client, not just the time it takes you.
Value-based pricing. Got it. And the final step.
Step 5, systematize and scale. Once you land that first client and hopefully knock it out of the park, immediately document your entire process. What steps did you take? What prompts worked best? This becomes your standard operating procedure, or SOP. It allows you to deliver consistent quality much faster next time. And always ask for a testimonial. And ask for a referral. Happy clients are your absolute best marketing engine.
Okay, so recapping that path. Pick a focus area. Really learn the tools, get that first pilot client on board, price based on the value you deliver, and then build a system to scale it.
That's the roadmap right there. Focus, learn, pilot, value price, then systematize.
All right, let's just quickly recap the big picture here. This deep dive, we've really explored how Google's NotebookLM, especially with its grounded AI approach and its new, pretty elegant video capabilities, how it's unlocking a really significant and still very early stage opportunity.
Yeah, it's about becoming almost like a digital artisan. You're using this reliable AI not just to automate, but to craft highly valuable, customized content. Content that solves real, often expensive problems for clients. You're creating tangible assets incredibly quickly.
And we looked at 5 powerful ways to do that. Daily intelligence briefings, ghost thought leadership,
Evergreen brand education, nonprofit story mining, and extending the life and value of event content. Each one taps into a proven market need and offers clear value.
and it feels like the timing is critical here.
It really is. Think about that technology adoption curve model. We are squarely in the innovator and early adopter phase right now for this kind of application. That means there's still minimal direct competition. And clients are often genuinely amazed by the results because it's new to them. But that window, it's definitely closing as awareness grows.
So looking ahead, maybe a year from now, you listening will probably be in one of 2 positions. You'll either be glad you decided to jump in and start experimenting today, or you'll likely wish you had.
Yeah, the choice ultimately is yours. The technology is here, it works, and the market need is clearly waiting.
So if any of these 5 methods, or just the potential of this tool, resonated with you today, our advice is pretty straightforward. Pick one method that excites you, find one potential pilot client, even just for a small test. Start today.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
Until next time, keep digging, keep learning. Utiro Music.